never enough of my videos? Not a problem. Quick question, quick answer. Actually, yeah, it's not gonna be so quick, but yeah, I'm gonna achieve your goal in this video. So let's get straight into it. I'm gonna use the third person example as usually because it has our character. And yep, let's actually add the tab in here. Delete the stuff I don't need, like usually. Okay, so then let's keep that. Let's add an input actually. So let's say action topics. I don't need that, so let's add another one, which is gonna be our RMB import, whatever. So let's say right mouse button like that. So now we have this available here. So let's go for RMB and like this. Why RMB? I'm gonna use still LMB, but I don't care about this. So okay, as we press it, we're gonna use the line trace. Something I really love, and I love to actually add the inputs in here. Like start, it's gonna be our follow camera, get wall location, get wall rotation, get forward vector, and multiply that value by a float, like always we do. So let's say 5,000. Yeah, I say 5. I know. I misclicked, and let's add those both vectors together. So let's move this away, add those, let's put it in here, and the other one on the start. So now you have our line trace ready. We're gonna show it up for a short duration, which is gonna be 0.1 second. And yeah, okay, we have our line trace, which is gonna be the screen middle. Let's change our camera, as we are actually by this point, so 100, and let's say 5 degrees to left, 5 degrees to 5. Yes, so now we have our line trace, which I cannot see, and somebody can tell me why, please. For duration we can see everything. So let's say print string hello. Did I miss something? No, that's probably too short. 0.2. Compile and play, and I still don't see it. So now let's say follow camera, get wall location is the start, and the end is everything is set it up correctly. So now what's the issue? Don't blame me, that was my mind. So now, as we have set it up, we see our line trace. We can set it back to duration of 0.1. Now it's working fine. Wow. So let's actually split the scrap pin. We're gonna actually get our head actor and cast to static mesh actor. Actually, I wanted to say component, but it's gonna be actor. And we're gonna promote this to a variable, which is gonna be called controlled actor, for example. So now, as we have this, let's say we're gonna use a branch in here, and this simulating physics, that's gonna be our question. So let's compile that. Let's actually use this cube over here. Let's set the simulate physics to yes, and we need the generate overlap. So actually it's activated. Let's save that, and let's get back to our blueprint. So now we have the point where we ask if the object we hit is simulating physics, and if true, it's actually by the cast fail we're gonna use the branch anyway, and if true, like I said, we're gonna make it actually come to us somehow. So let's say, for example, I didn't intend to move that, so let's say a timeline. And it's gonna be move actor TL, like timeline. So it's gonna be play from start, and we're gonna actually add a curve like this, which is gonna be the curve vector. And my example, we're gonna call it full actor curve, which is the best name for that asset. So okay, we have this, we're gonna open it and add something to the timeline. So let's say on the point 0 we're gonna add y first. So now let's say over 2 seconds it's gonna go up to 0.1, I suppose. No, 0.5. Okay, we're gonna just check that value first. So now the second one is the z-axis, so let's add a input like this, and another one which is gonna be like going up to 2, like really fast, and going back down like here in the middle of the time. We're gonna make it a little bit more curved, so it's gonna look nicer. Yep, like that. And this is gonna be straight line, so let's save that, and let's remember this is the z and the other axis is y. Okay, so now let's add this curve into this timeline. So we have to select it first, and then we add a selected curve asset, so it's actually already inside. And we go to the event graph, compile. We have the pull actor curve. So now on the update we're gonna get our controlled actor and set world location of the static mesh component. Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna happen on the update. And before that we're gonna add, wow, that's far away. So okay, let's set a branch once again. And we're gonna add something to our character, which is gonna be the sphere collision, and let's increase its size to like 150, so it's bigger as our character, maybe 200. Yeah, that's fine. No, 150 was better. Okay, compile and go back in here. Branch, let's get our sphere and ask if is overlapping. Actor, right? Yes, like that. Control actor. Yeah, this is gonna be our question. Let's move that to side. I always like to have my blueprints organized like this. So now, okay, put this here. Now, as this is false, we're gonna actually update the location, and we need to calculate the location. So now we need our controlled actor. Get wall location of the static mesh component like this, and we need our capsule component and the same thing, get wall location. Let's say lerp AB, and now split those values, and now okay, X and Y, which is gonna make me come closer. It's gonna come from this one, and the timeline I need to actually break this, break vector, and like we said, which one was the which? Alpha of the straight line is the Y. Okay, good. So there's the Y, and now for the Z location we need the wall location. Once again, we're gonna break this, and the Z is gonna be this, and that was the Z axis, and it's gonna be multiplied float times float, like for example 10, and we're gonna add both float plus float, and it's gonna be the Z axis, and connect those both together. Now we need to create a boolean, which is gonna be a pulling, and we're gonna ask this question on the very beginning. So let's say branch is pulling. If it's not, we're gonna do the line trace. If it is pulling, let's move this a little bit down. We're gonna make like get our controlled actor, add impulse, add location, like this. And now we need to calculate our impulse and location, and in this case we can use this piece of code, and this is gonna be impulse power, and the impulse is affected by the camera angle here. So exactly the same thing like line trace, we use the camera angle. So we're gonna force the object to be pulled from the point where it is to the direction of our camera. I'm gonna show you immediately what does it mean, and the location itself is gonna be the static mesh component once again, and it's gonna be its wall location. So let's get wall location. Yep, and yes, okay, good. So now we need to reset the timeline from time to time. It's gonna stop whenever it's okay. Well, let's do it like this. Let's not get, let's set it actually to false. Stop that, and let's create a custom event. It's gonna be the stop move actor TL, like this. Yeah, once it's finished, it's gonna set only the pulling to false. That's it. If it is overlapping an actor, it's gonna stop TL. Yes. This is gonna update the location. I think we are all set up. Let's actually test it if anything is actually working fine. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's going up because of the Z value. This is affected by this one. So if I, for example, do it like really low, it's not gonna be affected anymore in this case. So now it's okay. It's gonna be just pulled to me. And now the second one. Okay, it's not working like intended. Not yet. Say, we need to tell it. Yeah. Whenever we actually have this branch is simulating physics true, we need to set pulling to true as well, so it knows that it's pulling now. Yes. Whenever it's not, okay, do nothing. Exactly, compile and save that. And one more thing, our impulse power, it's way too low, so let's add 2 zeros in here. Let's hit play. Okay, so it's being pulled. Still didn't work. Now we need to figure out why. And one more thing actually about the sphere, because the cube is sometimes entering it and there's a question regarding it. So if whenever it's overlapping actor, we need to enable the over in the collision multi-body overlap, so it knows that there will be an array created out from the components and actors that enter the area. So now, okay, let's see, and just check the code to be sure. Stop move and stop move when we add impulse. Oh yes, so now stop move actor TL. I'm gonna create a little debug thing, so print string, so let's say it's gonna say as cast failed, that's it, and I know what's happening. And if false, then we're gonna make another one. It's gonna be no physics. Okay, compile and save that. Let's hit play. Okay, it's pushed away, but we need to power it up. So we're gonna add like 2 more zeros to it, and let's compile and hit play. Let's see what's gonna happen next. Oh wow, that's what I like to see. So now let's make it even more funnier. So let's duplicate that. Duplicate that. Let's see it, yes. Now duplicate this. Okay, so now let's hit play once again. Let's pull it. Oh my, it doesn't pull it. Wow, that's what I really love. It's kind of billiard. Actually, okay, let's make the power a little bit lower. Like, I'm gonna put the 1 on the start, and let's change it back to 1.5. 5 like this, and let's save that. Let's save our character, let's save our map. Let's hit that play button, guys, and let's see it. Bang! So I can actually push it, so it's gonna stop whenever it's gonna reach me. Yep, like this, so it's not gonna hit me, and it's gonna follow me until it actually reaches me. No, that's not true. It's gonna actually follow me as long as the timeline is going on. So in this case, it's gonna be, I think, 2 seconds, right? No, yeah, 2 seconds until the timeline ends. And yeah, so yeah, that's it. That's the answer for your quick question you asked. So I hope I helped you and wish you the best luck. Cheers, guys.